He'll light the fuse on any explosive situation and be a danger to himself and others. Kill first, ask questions later. I think he's a blunt instrument whose primary method is to provoke and confront. A man nobody can get close to. A womanizer.
I admire your courage, Miss...
Trench. Sylvia Trench. I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond.
James Bond.
Brace yourself.
Commander James Bond, recruited to the British Secret Service from the Royal Navy, licensed to kill, and has done so on numerous occasions.
Time to face gravity!
James Bond, just in time for the fireworks.
You noticed.
I think I will enjoy very much serving under you.
That depends on your definition of safe sex.
Goodbye, Mr.
You missed, Mr. Bond. Did I?
So the last two Bond films, Dr. No and For Much With Love, have been pretty disappointing films. So hopefully the third installment, GoldFinger, will change my mind. Welcome back to my series of James Bond reviews, guys. I'm reviewing every single James Bond film leading up to No Time to Die this November. I've already discussed Dr. No and For Much With Love. You guys can check those out if you please. They're on my channel. There's a playlist. There's a whole bunch of things. So now we're talking about GoldFinger. Now, GoldFinger is a film that everyone loves. So if I didn't love this film, I feel like there would be some hate in the comment section. But good thing I absolutely do love this film. GoldFinger was the first time out of watching all these films actually thinking this is a great film. And in my opinion, this is the only really good, great Connery film. Let's talk about what works first. First of all, Sean Connery in this film is perfect. This is the best he will ever be as Bond. This is perfect Connery. He's suave, he's collective, he's cool, but he's also very gritty, and I keep forgetting how much gritty and intense Connery is. I keep thinking Craig and Dalton are the most intense, which they definitely are, but I feel like Connery gets mixed out in that situation. She's great. The villain, Goldfinger, is definitely the best villain in Connery's whole line of films. He's threatening, but he also has fun and charming in a way, but he's also quite scary in the way. And the sequence where him and James Bond play golf, one of my personal favorite sequences in entire James Bond history. Odd Job, in my opinion, the first real James Bond henchman. He's absolutely fantastic. The hat where he can just chop anyone in half is a really cool technique. The final confrontation between him and Bond and Odd Job fighting is a really awesome sequence. The Bond girl, Kitty Galore, I think is her name, is absolutely fantastic. She's definitely the best Bond girl. And her and Bond have a great relationship, but it's also a much more vital and much more deadly relationship as well. The action sequences in these films have kind of been a bit of a hit or miss, but in this film, there is more of a hit than a miss. The car chase sequence between Bond and the car is absolutely one of my personal favorite car chase sequences in the entire Bond franchise. Absolutely love that sequence. Every single action sequences of this film really does work. This is the first film that really is so mesmerizingly quotable. There's so many lines that you can just quote and just be like, I remember that line, I remember that line. The music in this film is absolutely phenomenal. The actual song itself, it's good. It's fine. It's the first real James Bond opening pre-title credits sequence, and then we get the song, and this is the first time we actually do see these moments that we're so used to. The song itself is fine. It's sometimes a bit too high-pitched at times, and sometimes it doesn't really flow well with the story. And there's so many sequences that are just so memorable. The golf sequence, the layers, everything about this film kind of going up and being built as this film that is just so technically great. And from two films that were kind of okay to this film being pretty fantastic, the dialogue, I think, is truly fantastic. One of the easily the best written dialogue in Connery's whole film lineup. I absolutely love the dialogue in this film. It's really fun and exciting, and it really does bring that kind of fun, love, and charm to the series that the series was definitely missing. This film isn't perfect, though. Goldfinger's death is very stupid. The way he looks, the way it's shot, just doesn't really work that well. And you can just tell he's just being pulled out of a window, and the projector doesn't really look that hot, and it just doesn't feel very good. Also, sometimes this movie's pacing is truly off, and also the way the villain kind of just explains his plan and the way the villain's plan works. This is definitely a good Bond film, but I don't think it's a truly technically masterpiece of a Bond film. I definitely do enjoy more Bond films more, but for this film being super enjoyable and just really exciting, I really enjoy it. I'm going to give Goldfinger an A-. So those are my thoughts on Goldfinger. What do you think of this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, you guys can hit that like button and subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you guys never miss when I upload another video. You can also check out my podcast I do every other Tuesday with a friend of mine. It's called the Two Peas in Pod Podcast. We talk movies and TV. It's a pretty fun time. You guys can also check out my Instagram at General Daniel 77. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. General out.